So, ladies and gentlemen, I just finished watching season 1 and season 2 of Mushoku Tensei, and as someone who barely watches anime, I'm just gonna tell you how it is. I genuinely think this one might be one of the very best shows I've ever seen. The amount of work that was put into this fictional world to make it as realistic as possible might just be one of the very best ones I've ever seen up to date. I basically just got done finishing season 2, and there's so much on my mind that I want to make a video about it and talking about everything that I just witnessed, because this is genuinely just one of the best shows I've ever seen. So yeah, let's get right into it. Before I continue with this video, I need to give everyone a disclaimer that this is unfortunately not a show that I can ever recommend to anyone in public. The actual stuff that you see in the show is really fucking controversial and extremely wrong, like shit that'll land you in jail is what I'm talking about. But as someone who barely watches anime, the way they approach the story is extremely unique and creative that I haven't really seen like being displayed in any other show or in any kind of media. So for that, I gotta give it credit where credit is due. But just something to keep in mind if you do decide to approach this show. So I hope you all enjoy. Thank you all for watching, and let's continue on to the video. To give you an idea how out of the loop I am with anime, before starting the show, I didn't even know what an isekai was. I looked up the definition over on Urban Dictionary, so at least I think I can confidently say that I know what I'm talking about now. I'll give you a quick little recap of Mushoku Tensei so we're both on the same page here. The story begins with an unnamed protagonist, a 30-year-old NEET, or in Japan they call hikikomori, depicting someone with no career, no goals, no college life, and basically just lives at home. One day while out shopping, he observes a speeding truck headed towards a group of teenage girls. In an effort to make a meaningful change in his life, he intervenes to save them, but tragically loses his life in the process.
Two high school students thought by witnesses to have also been injured in the incident are currently missing. A search is underway. Requesting immediate backup. Over.
Wonder if those kids made it out okay.
Miraculously, however, he awakens as a baby in a new world, having been reincarnated into a realm where magic can be mastered. Our main character, I'm not gonna lie to you, is kind of a piece of shit. He is awakened as Rudius Grey Rat, and for someone in his previous life who grew up with those circumstances, he has a very distorted view of the world. Our main character, Rudius Grey Rat, is extremely misogynistic, extremely perverted, and an all-around piece of shit character. However, that being said, everyone around him is also kind of an asshole, with their flaws and mistakes that they go throughout the series. This show doesn't stray away from character growth, however, and slowly, little by little, every single character around him, including himself, tries to improve for the better. One thing I do really appreciate is that the second season is solely focused on character development. His behaviors obviously do carry repercussions, and although he may not have grasped these lessons in his previous life, he is making an effort to learn in his current life.
Oh, her tits are huge!
The thing that I really like about this show is that while our main character is not likable at all, and every time he does this kind of behavior is extremely horrible and extremely disgusting to look at or even listen to, he tries to do better, and little by little, he learns from his mistakes and tries to change his approach moving forward. There's plenty of modern day shows that often like to incorporate a self-insert character, encouraging the audience to envision themselves in a fictional setting. Mushoku Tensei, on the other hand, adopts a unique approach, and instead picks the worst portrayal of a human being imaginable, bullied, depressed, ridiculed, and so forth. It almost seems designed to elicit a sympathy for this character as they grapple with learning the right from wrong. They embark on a journey as Rudy slowly determines what's best for him. The anime perfectly conveys the extent of Rudius' past trauma through a monumental moment in the series, when Roxy reveals a glimpse of the outside world to him. Given his past life, he anticipated life to be worse, fearing another cycle of endless bullying. However, to his surprise, he was met with a peaceful landscape and for the very first time in his life, a girl who genuinely cared about him. This marked the moment of his true awakening, as he began to understand that he had the opportunity for a genuinely new fresh start in life. And of course you keep getting scenes like this, so now everything that I said is just thrown out the window. Just when you finally thought things were going wholesome. Nope. Okay, but real shit, why the fuck is everyone so fucking horny for no damn reason? Very tiny spoiler here, but for example, there is a girl that we come across, and this is straight from the wiki, who has a curse, which, you won't believe it, forces her to have intercourse at all times, or else she dies. Because of course, that makes perfect sense. Over time, the series gradually becomes its own genre, having us to forget about its original isekai premise in the first place. The life lessons that Rudeus acquires throughout the show are genuinely relatable, like the stages of puberty that most of us have experienced. Everyone matures at their own pace, and much like Rudeus witnessed his first death, an event far from our everyday encounters, in this world that he has been transported to, it serves as a grim reminder for someone like Rudeus that life can be unexpectedly taken away from him. Another unfortunate turn of events for Rudeus occurs towards the end of Season 1. I'll briefly touch on spoilers for the next season, so if you're not up to date, I strongly recommend catching up. Rudeus shares a significant moment with Eris, which is particularly special for a virgin like him. However, Eris has different intentions and departs from him the following night. Rudeus is left utterly perplexed. His mood takes a complete nosedive, and this marks the beginning of his depression arc in Season 2. His encounter with Eris leaves him in a state of extremely low spirits, resulting in a condition known as ED. Now I know what you're thinking. Out of all the things possible, why would our main character experience ED? It's such a minor plot detail, but it provides so much insight into the extent of Rudeus' depression. Later on, Sylphiet, a character from our first season, re-enters the picture and quickly comprehends the toll that this has taken on Rudeus, ultimately curing him. Throughout the entirety of the second season, Rudeus grapples with these issues, and instead of discussing them, he seeks various solutions, and to his surprise, Sylphiet's unwavering care from the very start of the series turns out to be the perfect remedy for his affliction. As I have initially mentioned as I'm writing this script, this show appears to be extremely strange on paper. However, for this exact reason, I'm filled with so much awe after watching the second season. Even though Rudeus stands as the most powerful magician in this world, he wrestled with issues that often accompany our journey to maturity in real life as well. In an anime where I initially expected combat to be the central focus, it is the flawed characters and the relatable struggles that take the center stage. And for these exact reasons alone, this is exactly why I love Mushoku Tensei so fucking much. And to every single one of you that took some time out of your day to watch this video, thank you all so much. I can't thank you enough. Every single like and subscribe goes a long way. And if you have anything to say, please let me know in the comment section below. And I will all see you on the next video. Peace, take care. Love y'all. Catch you later.